Hello, everybody. Do you know what day it is? It's birthday, first day of June. It is our birthday month. Right, Huggy Bear? Huh? Right? Yeah, 6 years ago today, Mike and I went and opened up. We bought the store, A&A White Sewing. He's trying to come on. Not sure if we're going to be able to get this worked out today because today we reversed. He's back at the shop and I'm in the studio with Huggy Bear. So if he can get on, I know he wanted to talk about Dropbox. If not, maybe I can get him to do it later and we can just upload it onto our YouTube channel. Might be able to do that. So that's one of the things. So it was throw it back to me, so now I gotta wing it. Okay. Today, this morning, he uploaded all of your Dealer Digital exclusives. He did get that. Took a little bit of doing, but he got that uploaded. So if you're participating with Dealer Digital exclusives with us, thank you. Your kits have been mailed, or they are available to pick up if you're picking them up in the store. And your files should be downloaded or sent into or available in your Kimberbell logon shortly if they aren't already. I don't know if he's gotten the confirmation back yet or not. So Huggy Bear decided she'd be a little patriotic today, although she is a little tired. She gets tired chasing me around all morning because I go from room to room and she has to go with me. So when we settle down in the studio, she has to take a nap. So we're having a good sewing today with our 2 scoops. If you were unable to attend, no worries. You'll get an email a little bit later with the download. It's not a lot. We did all of the going over and the teaching and stuff in the beginning. Now all the ladies are just having a good time sewing together. So, they're in their own sewing studios. And if they have questions, I'm here to answer questions. Do you have a question, Huggy Bear? Do you have a question? Oh my gosh, I swear I could just sit and hold her all day long. Our contest, of course, expired at midnight last night. Want to thank everybody for participating last month on naming all the items you see in the picture. And it was amazing. It was so much fun to see some of the things that people wrote that they saw. And some went in and I said, the more specific, the better. Well, I'm going to read off the list of what I had. So if you have your list, you can pull it out and take a look. I did put everybody's name that participated that I have. Now, not to worry, because if I happen to miss you, please send an email to whitesewingcenter@gmail and say, hey, you missed me. Because I know some people put their list on, sent it through Facebook, and some came through a messenger, and some sent it through email. So I really tried hard to keep track. But if I miss somebody, I want to make sure. So we're not awarding prizes yet, so don't worry. It'll be another day or two. I want to make sure that we don't miss anyone, okay? Because this was fun, and I don't want it to be anything but fun. Our UFO challenge, what we did for that was, and it's an email. I sent out an email this morning, so make sure you check and you get your email. Just go back and, again, whitesewingcenter@gmail.com. If you will email to that address, do not ever reply to the email that comes out as a group because it goes to the black hole, never goes anywhere. Again, how many UFOs you committed to finish and how many you finished. Did you make that goal? Awesome! You achieved it. You accomplished it. Did you do more? Did you exceed your expectations of what you could do? It's amazing. Some of you dug stuff out that you'd had for a really long time. Some of you finished things that weren't necessarily sewing. They were still unfinished objects or unfinished things that you wanted to get done. That's wonderful. I am so proud of everybody and count all of our customers as our friends. We will have prizes, but I'm going to, again, I sent the email out. I don't want to miss anyone. I tried really hard throughout the month to keep track of everything, but excuse me, just send an email so I can just go back and kind of verify, make sure I didn't. Oh, here comes Big Mike. Let me see if I can get him in here. There he is. Let me. There we go. We've got Mike. Can you hear me, Mike?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So we're going to just defer over to him and then I'll go back with the rest. What do you have for us today? How's the shop going?
Not good. So I was going to talk to you about. You guys know that the Kimberbell finally got uploaded. They finally got their site working. So I know that it's working. I've seen several people download it already. The other one of the other things is about um, Dropbox. Dropbox. You guys need to do a direct download. Um, I had somebody this morning call and said it cut them off after an hour. So I went and checked, and it was a 4 hours and 21 minutes. So um, if you click on it and watch it online, Dropbox is dropping you out after
Ah,
an hour.
okay.
So they drop your connection and force you off. So what you're needing to do is you need to make sure you do the direct download because Dropbox is dropping you out of using their time. So after they downloaded the video, it was fine. They could watch it. So I think what is going on is people are watching it on Dropbox, and Dropbox is dropping you after an hour. So you have to do the download, especially for these large recordings. Okay. They don't want you on their system. They want you to download it and run it locally. Okay. What was the other thing that I was going to talk about? Um, Hold on, let me see here. What was the other thing? Um, hmm, I told you, honey. What was I going to talk about?
Dropbox.
Yeah,
The
that was the main thing was drop.
needles, bobbin cases, threading.
Um, One other thing is your bobbin cases, guys. Um, if you're using a Baby Lock Brother machine, one of the newer ones, most of them use a Class 15 bobbin. Class 15 bobbins are a little thicker, okay, than your size L bobbins. L bobbins are a little bit narrower, okay? If you're using a Class L, where do I have it?
Here,
I've got
I
one.
got it.
If you're using a Class L,
I can be Vanna. I got them.
okay, that's called a center pin, okay? The center pin fits in the bottom of your bobbin case, okay? And your bobbin sets on top of this. What it does is it raises it up a little bit, making it the same size as the 15. It keeps it from jumping around inside the bobbin case. So you can run it without this and get away with it sometimes, not all the time. Um, because if you're a thicker design and it starts popping the bobbin around in your bobbin case, this holds it in place, okay, and keeps it from popping around. When it starts that popping around inside there, you can break a needle, you can cause um, the bobbin case to pop up and be in the wrong place, jam the machine. So there's several different things that can happen. Can you get away with not using it? Yes. The answer is sometimes, yes, you can, especially if you're sewing. You're typically not pulling against it that much. It's whenever you're doing an embroidery and the embroidery is running faster is when you typically see the problem. Um, so I mean, I do it. I'm guilty of it. I will run some things if I'm not running something big. I'm running something small. I'll not put it in, but it's magnetic on the bottom, so it holds in the bobbin case. It holds it. It keeps it from popping around. It's pretty inexpensive, um, allowing you to use the other size bobbin. Pre-round bobbins. There's some of them that are class L in the different colors and stuff. So that's why we have the center pin. Most of your machines come with the center pin. Okay, it specifically comes so that you can use those class L bobbins, um, allowing you to do them. If you have a multi needle, class L's work in the multi needle. If you have other manufacturers, they use class L. So it was a way of providing you the ability to use those class L's in more than just the other machines. It allowed you to use them in the Baby Lock Brother machines, the newer machines that use the bigger bobbins. Um, so, I mean, it's a way of you saying, hey, I want to use the Class L's, and that's okay. You can. Because you can say, well, I have a multi needle machine. I want to use them in both machines, and that's fine. You can do that. Just use the center pit. Um, it saves your life. It saves you some money. Otherwise, you come to me and you're going to pay for the bobbin case. So it's up to you if you want to. Did you talk last week, Sherry, about covering the needle plate before changing your needle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, Ladies, it's a very simple way of keeping you from having a problem. Okay. You
Take a
drop
peek.
the needle, take a piece of fabric, just Sherry sitting there showing to you, throw it over top the needle plate before you change your needle. Okay. You drop it, that fabric's going to keep it from falling down inside. Um, if it falls inside and it goes all the way down into where the gears are, um, typically you're going to see a technician because you have to take the machine apart, get it out. Okay. And the reason I say get it out of there, if you get it jammed in those gears for the hook and you break those gears in the bottom because you crammed a needle in them, um, that's an expensive fix. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that, that it's an expensive fix. And with today's world the way it is, and supplies that are the way they are, take the 2 seconds, lay a piece of fabric there, because I would hate for you to break a gear in the bottom of it and go to get it repaired, and you find out it's 8 weeks out to get a part. Okay? And reality of way some things are right now, I would take the 2 seconds and um, potentially save you from a big disaster. Okay? So you can tell I'm back in the shop. I'm live and well, upright, um, not sick, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Bye.
Bye. And my little hint, this little piece, because it does have a magnet. If you have all your machines that have the magnetic catch right here on the corner,
The camera's not getting you over there, Sherry.
oh, it's not getting me over there. I got the wrong. Oops, wrong.
That's because you got me on the screen.
Yeah,
Drop me.
that's okay. That's okay.
They don't need to look at my ugly face.
Oh, right here. That's a magnet that's in the top. That's where your lid snaps closed. That's where I keep my two most important pieces. Whoops. That I don't want to lose and I want to have. One is the little spacer, and second is my favorite screwdriver. Everybody should have one of these, and we do have both of these items in the shop. Doesn't hurt to have an extra one. But right there where that magnet is, those two items stay right there. I don't have to worry about them falling off. Just a little hint for today.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay. Oh, a little bit of fun with this list. And if you send it to the wrong address, just send it to me again. It's okay. If your name's not on the list and you send it to the wrong place, send me an email, tell me where you sent it, and send it to me. That's why we're delaying things, because I know none of you are going to cheat. I know you all did it by yesterday. You're not going to go in and take advantage. And if you are, it's your conscience, not mine. So here was the list. I'm just going to give you a list. This is what, oh no, here's my list. Okay. These are the things that I wrote down. And then we had a lot of fun with it. And some people found some extra things. They saw things that, or they broke it down. I had 39 items. Some of you were really creative because you came up with, oh, we have 49, 45, a few that maybe missed a few or didn't count, but things that counted twice. It was just, it was a lot of fun. So we are going to have prize on this, but I'm going to wait a couple days. So, of course, we have our Quilter Select mat, our bottle of Best Press, Kimberbell tape and dispenser. Some people counted that as 2 items. That's okay. That's okay. I told you. The more specific, the better. The Clover roller, and that's down there. That's that little roller pen. It's hiding in there, but it's, and this my picture may be a little different than the one that I posted too, which is okay. The fabric folding pen, that's on there. The A&A white USB jump drive stick. We have one of those. There was a baby lock ruler, a small ruler in there. You guys found that. A set of hemostats. These had pink handles, but there were hemostats in there. R&K picking tool. That's the one in this blue. And somebody said that, the picking tool in the case. That's where we got some extras, which I think it's amazing how precise and how much time some people took. It was just fun. Let's see, the Dime Bird Nest Toolkit. Of course, that had a case, and then, if you opened it up, you could get extras there. Quilt clips, they were in a case. Some people counted 2 things there. I had Class A Quilting 9014s and Universal 7511s. I have a pin cushion with pins. Nobody counted all the little pins. That's okay. Kimberbell 2 Scoops Bench Pillow CD. There's a chenille brush. The OFA chenille cutter. R&K's Embellish Stitch Perfection Tape Pink. R&K's Turning Tool. Kimberbell Scissor Set. KK100 Temporary Spray. Eileen's Tacky Glue. A blue tape measure, Grippy non-slip coating spray, a turquoise seam fix tool, seam ripper. So there's a turquoise seam ripper in there. Let's see, R&K embroidery scissors, and some of these things were hidden kind of down underneath. You have no idea how long it took me to take them, arrange them, and then I had to put them all. I had to type the list and put them all back. Let's see, Karen Buckley scissors with the green handle, the OESD hole punch, Quilter Select pin tin with pins, a baby lock nail file, Kimberbell embroidery leather, the Robin's Egg Blue is right there on the front. Sunflower Quilts Piece Ripper. Let me see. Quilter Select Self Erase Marker. The pin spool holder, it's got pins in it. Flower head pins. 2 buttons, there were 2 little buttons stuck underneath. The purple thing. The clover bodkin for elastic, and the clover ironing thing. And then as a bonus, and people put in there the iron, the table with the fabric on top of it. They put the sewing cabinet. They could see the door. Some people saw the dog bed and the dog toys. I listed all those things. But there was a bonus that you saw the blank apron in the background. So those were the official, but I do have to share this. And like I said, send your list, because everybody's a winner that took time to do it. But I do have to share, Joyce Ranieri by far went over the top, because she came up with her list, and I didn't count. But just to give you an idea, the Clip and Glide bodkin by Clover, used to pull elastic through a casing. I might need to buy one of things. $6.25. Jeannie, you would appreciate this. She went through every single one of them. Fabric folding pen. These are great when you're making Kimberbell projects, when you fold fabric over and need to fold it in place when you add the next piece. It is refillable. I use mine a lot. $16.95. I don't think any of us could outbeat the detail of her list. The floral ironing board. I think the floral background is a small ironing board. That's one of those card tape, that we made into. The gray and white striped fabric on the left is the apron from Kimberbell's Fire Up the Grill Spark event. I know, this was just amazing. The chenille fluffing brush is yellow. R&K Perfection Tape. This is used to hold applique pieces in place during embroidery. I finally bought some, and I like it better than Kimberbell's tape. Let me see. Class A Universal Needles, $75.11. Needles are cheap. Change them often. $2.99. Class A Quilting Needles, $90.14. My machines love Class A needles. They hate Schmetz and Organ needles, $2.99. Blue tape measure. Mine is yellow. Tan buttons, $2. The Purple Thing by Lynn Graves. It pushes, pokes, pulls, turns, etc. for $3.59. I have to read the rest of this list to you guys because it's just too cool, too fun. Let me see. Ganol KK100 spray adhesive temporary. This replaces the older 505 spray, $31.99, and she's absolutely right. That's what they're using to replace the 505 spray. Mary Ellen's Best Press clear starch spray, used for getting nice press on your fabric, for $7.99, and it is refillable. Kimberbell Disc KD 5113, 2 scoops bench pillow. This is their newest bench pillow. Wrist pin cushion with straight pins. The pin cushion has an elastic band at the back. It says So Much Fun on it. Bird's Nest Toolkit, yellow. I've only used mine once, but when you need it, you need it. $34.99. A&A white USB drive. These are smaller than what the box stores carry, as our machines don't like them too big. $6. Kimberbell Robin's Egg Blue embroidery leather, $13.99. Kimberbell Orange Tape Dispenser. This one is available for purchase. It's retired now. The teal one was only available in the Kimberbell box. Eileen's Original Tacky Glue All-Purpose Adhesive, $4.49. Magnetic Spool Pin Holder. Pin stuck to the inside of what looks like a spool of thread, $4.99. Flat flower pins. I love these. They're longer than the regular pins and lie very flat, for $12.99. Select pin tin with pins, silver, made by Quilters Select for $9.99. Rotating cutting mat, Select selfie race marker, chenille cutter, Ophir yellow. Use blades from your rotary cutter for $36.99. R&K Precision Turning Tool works awesome for turning the corners of mug rugs and other projects. It also helps push out edges when ironing for $14.99. Kimberbell Deluxe Scissor or Tool Set, $99.95. A really awesome addition to your embroidery tools. I really like the snips. Green scissors, 4-inch, perfect scissors. Pink embroidery scissors, possibly by R&K. Seam fix tool, looks like an awl at one end and seam ripper on the other for $14.99. You can also use it to press. Hot ruler made by Clover can be used with the ironing for measuring hems, etc. for $19.95. Thread cutter by Sunflower Quilts, used to cut the threads between pieces when chain piecing for $11.99. Wonder clips, these are great for binding, seams, etc. They aren't sharp and they keep my blood off my projects. Blue roller and roll and press by Clover, used for rolling seams flat, $15.50. Yellow hair tie, probably from the dollar store. It's around the flower pin box. Now that's detail. Wow. Oh, yes, she said many of these items have been featured on your Facebook Live videos. So now I ask you, is that not a winning entry? So, but don't despair, Jeannie. Get yours sent to me. Everybody's a winner. So I just thought I had to share that. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Facebook Live, I have a special guest. She's coming on and going to be talking about, and Jeannie, you know about this this project. I think you're working with her. But that's going to be our challenge for the month, and I've got a little twist to add to it. So if you can be on at 1, please do. If you can't, make sure you get on later to watch it so you can see what it's all about and see if you wish to participate. We're doing our vintage jewel tomorrow at 3. That's our block, our month 6 block. And if you've seen the quilt on the wall behind me, you think, man, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do a block of the month. Not to despair. I have 2 more block of the month opportunities coming up very soon. As soon as I get the final details, we are going to be doing, this one, the Bijou Wonder. Okay, we're going to be doing this one. It's really cool. The fabrics, it does have some of the dot fabric. You got to see this. You got to kind of see it close up. It's let's see, it's going to be, the blocks are 16-inch, so they're nice big blocks. The quilt size is 55 by 71. The finished size of the quilt, I know I saw it here somewhere. It's a nice size quilt. I say that because I can't see where it is right this minute. But take a look at these fabrics. Yeah, I got to bring it back. I'll show you in a minute. I got to use this camera over here. But you've got a few of the jaunts. You've got the new chameleon collection that kind of looks like a chameleon or a lizard skin, for lack of a better term, in different colors. And then they have a new line too called Lower the Volume. If you look at that really close, you'll see it's like a white with gray and just a little fleck, a little bit of some other colors. So, and we have, and I got this one too, the 108 for the quilt backing. Isn't that kind of cool? So it all goes together. We're going to be doing that. And then this is with blank quilting. Then I also have the for fall that we're doing that made from Fat Quarters. Has a dark background, and you get to choose if you want to do the pastels or the brights. So that's one that we have. And then we've got a special one coming up. Um, and I know some of you are really happy about this one. Yes, the steampunk. Where I've got a list here of people that want kits. I think there'll be 11. It's not going to be a lot. It's either 7 or 11 that will be kitted. Jeannie, your name's on the list. So I have the list, and I think Sharon's on there too. If you're interested, let me know. We're not doing orders or anything for it yet. We're going to do this together. So I want to make sure that it doesn't, and these are, and we'll have some of the extra fabrics once all the kits are made, but I want to make sure it's not something that appeals to everyone, but we're going to do it together. So it's not just I bought the kit and it went on the shelf. It may be a UFO, but it's going to be a started UFO. So we're going to be doing lots of projects like that coming up. Sewing, quilting, embroidery, quilting software, Edge to Edge, the new Edge to Edge book. We had a really good class yesterday working with Edge to Edge, and next session is going to be the Edge to Edge Pro, and this is stepping it up. Once you've kind of got the math down, you know how to do your edge to edge all over quilting using your embroidery machine. Well, this one we're going to step up. There's borders in there. You're going to learn how to do some resizing. Yes, she has come out with ones that can be resized. And we're going to be doing that through Dime's Toolshed software, which is absolutely free. So she has designs, and we're going to walk it through the book. I'm not sure how many sessions, but the book is now available. And I want to make sure you don't just buy the book and stick it on the shelf. I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to pull it out and work on it. So lots of fun, cool things, more things updating and changing. We've got a few of our floor model machines. If you're looking for a good serger, I do have one. I have, what do I have? I have a 6-needle embroidery machine. I have a Baby Lock Accord with a 5x7 hoop that's sewing and embroidery. I have the Accolade, which is an 8-thread. I have, if you've got a serger and you love your serger and you just want to be able to do cover stitches, I have a cover stitch machine. I have a Baby Lock Flare that is embroidery only, 6x12 hoop, and Baby Lock Joy, a good basic sewing machine. So that's what we have. I'm going to suggest you guys go sew something, finish up those UFOs, be here to learn what we're going to be doing this month. I've already got your challenge for this month, and I know what we're going to be challenged for next month. So looking for, if you've got ideas of things that you'd like to have as a challenge, let me know. And we will see you tomorrow at 1. Make it a great afternoon and go sew something.